Well, it is the last day of deer season. It is January 15th, and I've got my dad's bow out. Unfortunately, mine's in the shop. I've got a little youth bow because my back hurts too bad to pull mine back. My Matthew switchback. So I've used this one a couple times. And man, I about dislocated my ankle trying to pull this sucker back. I'd never be able to pull this sucker back again if I had to. So hopefully I only get one shot and make it count. But of course, I'm pretty decently close right here. If there's anything outside the fence, it's not our property, so we don't shoot. So it's all bow on this side where we got the feeder at. So that's going to make it a lot easier because that's pretty much where everything comes from anyway. We do have a little bit that comes from the backside, and I've got a little doe over here with some scent out. The last bit of my scent, hopefully blowing all the way back to the lake. So if anything comes in from around that corner, maybe they'll smell it and sneak up behind her and I can snuff them out. But sometimes they do come from around that way. Oh, 4 o'clock. There goes the feeder. And we feed a lot, and we really don't kill here very much. There's only been 2 does killed on this property all year long. We've killed all of our deer somewhere else. I've only killed 1 doe here, and a little girl's killed 1 doe here, and that's it. So we don't really kill much here. We just feed the deer, and we do feed them a lot. I went and got about 40, 45 gallons of acorns, huge acorns, and spread them all over the place. And then a whole bunch of pumpkins. I don't know, probably 150 pumpkins, maybe 200. Had a couple truckloads, and then a few small piles in the backs of my truck after that. And then we've had an entire orchard that we picked all the apples. We would eat, we ate a 5 gallon bucket, and then we'd bring out a couple 5 gallon buckets, and then we'd eat a 5 gallon bucket, and then bring out a couple 5 gallon buckets, and a big ice chest full of apples for the deer. They really loved it. And then we got a couple trees that had hundreds of pears all over it. We brought them out here. They really loved it. And then let's see here, we got some red stuff that I poured out over there, some beets and radish, sugar something or another. That my dad picked up somewhere for cheap. It was pretty good. Then a few of those little licking blocks. And then over here on this side, we put out some deer cocaine. So we do a lot for the deer. We got 2 feeders over here, but that other one, it doesn't work. We just moved it here from another place and just kind of threw it up. Eventually, I might work on it and get it going. Who knows? But I'm going to get quiet and see what happens on the very last day. If I was here yesterday at like 5 something, there was a bunch of does right out here already, just all over the place. And then the day before that, for some weird reason, I guess a doe came back in heat and she was running all over the place and a little 10 point was chasing her. Which that 10 point, he was probably 14 inches wide. He was, a nice little young buck. Not something I would shoot anymore, but something I would used to shoot. Being a meat hunter, I would definitely killed it for sure because it had lots of antlers for a meat hunter. But I try to only kill does for meat these days. Wish me luck. Last day, got my decoy, got my dad's bow. Got me a little sody water, little Gatorade, and a big old decoy. Cross some fingers, I'll make it happen. I got my camera gear over there, but this bow's so big that I can't put it up here and video at the same time I shoot, because this window's just a little bit too small. So might end up putting a bigger window in. I'm not 100% sure yet. Might talk my dad into letting me put a window over here that doesn't even open at all, maybe, so I can just video through it. That might be what I do. Actually sounds like a good idea. Put a small window that I can just video through. Yeah, that'd be my next plan. Good luck, everybody.